Did you guys hear about this? 86% of millennials who are selling their homes that bought their homes in the pandemic regret ever purchasing that home in the first place. That time period is going to be a case study for decades. Rates were at the lowest that they've ever been, with 2.5% to 3% interest rate. And everyone was moving to the countryside because they could finally work remote. And now the landscape of real estate has completely shifted, with interest rates hovering around 7%, and employers are rolling back their remote work policy. I can tell you this. It was not healthy, the amount of home buyers that felt so much pressure to put in an offer on a home that they never got to see the inside of. None of this comes as a shock to me whatsoever. As frustrating as it's been with these higher interest rates around 6 to 7%, it's honestly been a healthy dose of a good market, because a lot of home buyers and sellers are giving themselves times to figure out their next move. You can now go to a house, take a look at it, come back a day later, look at it again, dream a little bit, make a good, wise decision. And who knows, in the next 12 to 18 months, maybe we'll see even interest rates in the 5.
Welcome back to the channel. So there's a lot of fear floating around, a lot of regret out here about buying a home. Some of it's real and some of it, I really don't know. But today, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's true or what's just left over fear from a wild housing market that we had a couple of years ago. My name is Robert, and welcome back to the channel. My goal here is to simplify the home loan process. So take a few seconds, hit that notification, subscribe, and like button so that you're notified whenever we bring content like this onto the channel. A lot of what he was saying was pretty shocking, right? 86% of millennials regret that purchase. What I can take away, and hopefully what you can learn from that, is this. The moves that people were making at that time had a lot to do with what I would call a micro trend, remote work. And so it was a new phenomenon, a new frontier. A lot was going on, especially on the coast. A lot of restriction as far as movement and things of that nature. So Texas is where I reside, one of the states that benefited from people being able to move around because of the policies. But now we're in an environment where a lot of employers, not folks, have said, hey, we want you guys to start coming back and have a office type feel or a hybrid feel. So whenever moving forward to make a long-term investment decision, such as owning a home, I say it all the time, and I really have dug my heels in on this. 8 years should be the minimum runway that you can see for a myriad of reasons. But in this case, you might run into what we call a micro trend that changes. So again, when you make that decision, do all you can, as much as we can, right? We don't know everything, but make sure that your employment and education for you and your family is one in which you feel comfortable in having a 8-year minimum runway to prevent this type of regret. Let's move forward.
Transparency post. I regret buying a house. I regret it a lot. If I could go back to January 2022, I would tell that girl, do not. Just find another apartment to move into, because doing all this shit that I have to do for this house and all the unexpected costs, high dollar unexpected costs that I keep running into, to be handling it by myself, it's ass. So to all you young women who want to go out and buy a home, I encourage you to really think about it. Talk to some people and really see the ins and outs. I mean, it always sounds good. Oh yeah, your mortgage is only going to be $1,000 until they reevaluate your property taxes, and that goes up $200. You know, it's trash. 85 degrees, your AC is going to go out. You don't want to know how much that costs. It's trash.
Okay, this one hits close to home because I have a daughter. In fact, we were just having this conversation today about what it takes to prepare to be a homeowner. Too many times we're just so asphyxiated and focused on getting into the home that we don't do enough homework along the lines of maintenance and expenses. Here are some takeaways. You shouldn't approach to begin looking at a home or thinking about buying a home, like a $300,000 home, unless you have 10%, minimum 10% of whatever that purchase price is. So that's 30 grand. Now, based upon the time in which you buy and the environment that you're in, today, new home sales came out. In certain areas in the country, there's a lot of new construction. You should be winning, meaning the sellers are paying a lot towards your concessions. Therefore, after you've gone through the home buying process and you get into your home, you always have to have a reserve amount. You have to have monies left over. Too many times I see people just having enough money to buy the house, deal with the down payment and or closing costs, and then you have nothing, because owning a home takes money. There's maintenance. Your utilities are going up, right? Secondly, 14 cents per square foot, 4.14 times whatever the square footage is, something that we get from VA. And it works because if you cannot set that money aside, whatever that is, whatever the square footage times 14 cents is in your monthly budget, then you need to hold off, because you're going to have regret like this young lady had, because she just wasn't ready. And even when you do all of that, guys, it's still a new phenomenon. There's going to be things that you just couldn't catch. You won't catch. You won't dot all the I's, cross the T's. So being financially stable is a big thing. She mentioned young ladies. Young ladies, again, it's not a trophy. Young men, anybody. Just saying I have a home, that should be something that makes you feel good. You bought for the reasons for you, not for someone else's validation. And if you don't prepare, you then become a victim of circumstances that aren't alienated or isolated to you. It might seem like you're being picked on, but it's with everyone that owns a house. And so be prepared. 14 cents per square foot and a minimum of 10% of whatever the purchase price is that you're buying. And then you should be okay. Let's move forward.
Okay, I'm not one to sugarcoat or tell you a lie. Let me be real honest with you guys right now. So I know I had a video about what to do if you want to purchase a home. But I'm on the other side of the coin now. I almost regret buying a home. One of the things to take into consideration is if you have an HOA. Your HOA charges you every month. They can foreclose on your property faster than the mortgage company. They can raise it. There's no regulation on it. Yes, that's one of the reasons why. Another thing that I kind of miss about renting that I don't get the luxury of when I own a home, I have to fix everything myself. I hate that. I got to fix it. The thing is, it's not much cheaper than renting. Your property taxes go up, your HOA go up, your mortgage go up. Those are the cons, in my opinion.
Excellent points. So let's tackle them. Costs aren't fixed. Your mortgage payment, the principal and interest portion, if you get a 30, 25, 20, 10, 15, 10-year fixed loan, the principal and interest portion won't change. But the taxes and insurance can and will change. And I've been living long enough and owning long enough to where I've had taxes and insurance go down. A lot of first-time or newer home buyers don't realize that that payment could fluctuate because of the insurance, taxes. She mentioned HOAs. That's a whole nother situation. Homeowner associations can be the bane of some people's existence. So before you go into a community, if you're buying, make sure your realtor is getting you those bylaws and you're getting a copy of the financials to know what's going on, because now you're a part of the community and it's not just about you and yours, but your family, okay? And eviction notices and things of that nature can happen if you don't follow the rules. So that's another thing that folks don't realize. And then the next thing is you're the handyman, or you have to pay for those things. In my opinion, if you're really someone, regardless of gender, that if you're going to freak out when something happens, or you're just adverse to doing some handyman or woman type things, well, maybe instead of poo-pooing ownership, maybe you go into a condominium or a townhome, something smaller. But again, you have to know the pros and cons and those types of ownership. You have to be willing and able to either pay for or to fix things. Before I move forward on that point, I think a lot of fear is placed there, especially for women. But if you're proactive, and now with YouTube, there's a lot of things that are just a twist or a pull away from keeping up with the maintenance that will prevent, not just in your home, but your vehicle as well. I digress. And the last thing, it's not necessarily always cheaper, okay? But you always have to understand, if you choose to go the rental route, especially for certain segments of the society, you have to make sure that you have enough margin to invest for your future self. A lot of young folks, you could fall into that trap in your 20s, and you look up and you're 40 and you've kicked it, you've had a good time, but you don't have anything to look forward to when you're getting ready to slow down. So that's very important. And that's one of the real main reasons why I like owning a home. Not only does it give you the utility for you to live in, but it's a forced savings account. Hopefully something I said will help you out. Let's get to the last section of the video, and then I'll let you guys out of here. Check it out.
I regret buying this house. That's what I've been thinking every single day for like the past 2 months. It has been hell, and I lost control, and I was just able to gain back control. There's nothing that sucks more than working so hard to achieve a goal like this, and to not even feel at home in my own house is absolutely heartbreaking. Like, I worked so hard for this house, and I've been homeless before, and I should be grateful, and I am, but with everything going on, it's kind of hard to, but I'm ready, and I have a mindset to completely take ownership of this house and move forward from here on out. I wanted to do everything at once, which was a big mistake. Every single house owner that I've spoken to just told me the same thing. It's a process, it's baby steps, and you're not gonna get everything done in one day. Give yourself grace, just focus on the things you need to focus on, and the rest will fall into place.
Kudos to you, young lady. I think you encapsulated everything in the video and put a nice bow on it for us to end up. Because whenever you're doing something such as buying a house and making it into a home, it's the largest transaction that most of us will do in our adult life. And it could be overwhelming. But after you have that initial shock, okay, and may even have some buyer's remorse initially, you get yourself together, listen to your community, listen to those that have done it and been where you are. And some of the best advice that I heard that they gave you was this: slow down. It's okay. It's not a competition. You make your house a home on your time. You do the things that you want to do. I think too many times today we are too influenced by a lot of stuff that we see on whatever screen that we're looking at or outside in the world, not knowing that a lot of times those things aren't even true. Even if they are, good for them. Celebrate other folks. Move in your own time. I like to say it like this: we all can't make moves at the same time. It takes time. And when you're able to take a step back and appreciate the things that you've accomplished and appreciate where you're going, life becomes much more easier, and you should be able to enjoy your home if that's what you want to do. So get down in the comment section. Let me know what you agree or disagree with, or how we can all do things better. Because the deal is this: this is a endeavor that I get into to help simplify the home loan process. And if I could be of assistance to you in that endeavor, reach out. My contact information is pinned in the top comment or in the description of the video. So you guys be good. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family, enjoy your loved ones. Until the next time.